What's up, everyone? We have waiver wire today. My apologies of last week. Wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't able to really do start and sit. I was just busy doing other editing stuff. But we do waiver wires today. Tomorrow we're gonna do start and sit. So waiver wire. It's a little interesting. Again, there's not a lot of waiver wires you want to pick up because, as you know, at the beginning of the season, there's always a lot, and then towards the middle of the end, it's like, not as much available. So let's start with quarterbacks. Quarterbacks we have is Tyler Shaw. Definitely pick him up if you're needing a quarterback really badly. I wouldn't really like if you're desperate, then okay, but if you're not desperate, then it really makes no sense for you to pick him up. But if you have to, go get him. Mason Rudolph seemed like he might be the starter because, as you know, Aaron Rodgers was injured. We're not sure what his status of his injury is. He seemed like he's right now questionable, but it sounds like he may not even play. So definitely pick up Mason Rudolph if you have Aaron Rodgers as your starter. And then the next quarterback, I would also say before we get to the second to last one is Tyrod Taylor. Uh, I would say pick him up as well. He will be starting over Justin Fields since I think the Jets are just tired of Justin Fields, which I don't blame them because Fields is honestly like he has talent. Like he has talent. You can see he built like a football player. You know how he moves as a football player. Like overall, like you can see that he can definitely has talent, but he's lacking confidence. He lacks in certain categories. Like, bro, you're in the league for how many years now? 5, 4, 6 years already, and you're still this bad. Come on, you're not a rookie anymore. So, um, yeah. So Tyrod Taylor would be the starter going forward. I think my apologies. I think he's going to be going forward. I'm not sure if he'll be just now or so on. And then last but not least, I would say Kirk Cousins. The Kirk Cousins, honestly, I wouldn't even pick him up. I would avoid him. But if you're really in need, none of these quarterbacks are available. I would say go ahead, try your chances with Kirk. He's been trash, but yeah. Now running back wise, it's only about maybe like 2 or 3. I was asking that's you 2. Um, it looks like Trey Benson of the Cardinals might be coming back. Definitely pick him up if you have him. Um, he Cardinals coach Jonathan Gavin. Cannon, whatever his name is, said Wednesday that Benson's knee is doing well, but isn't ready to practice. So I would say pick him up, put him on your IR, and then definitely going forward, he might be starting. I'm not sure what to do with the starting running back position wise, but I think he might be starting overall compared to the other guys behind him. But definitely pick him up, put him on your IR. I'm not sure if he'll start this week, but I'll just pick him up just for hey whatever. The next running back we're gonna say is Chris Brooks of the Packers. Um, Chris Brooks might be starting. It's like Josh Jacobs has a little bit of an injury. My apologies. I don't know why every time I come on live, I'm yawning. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm sitting and I'm like very comfortable and whatever. I don't know. But yeah, pick up Brooks. He might be starting. It sounds like he more likely will. Now as for I wouldn't- the other running backs, I ain't gonna really go over because it seems like they might not really start. Um, but honestly, though, I would say Blake Corum. He might get a little bit of bump up depending on how Kyron Williams, if he gets injured or whatever. But keep an eye out for him. He's the Rams running back. Now, wide receivers, this one's a little bit interesting because a couple of these wide receivers, they went off or they're going to go off. And you're like, whoa, really? And me, I'm a little bit desperate about receivers right now. I have about 2 wide receivers on bye, so I'm like, ugh, this stinks. So I would say pick up. I can't pronounce his name. It's Andrei, and last name is Iosivas. Spell that out. But he is the Bengals wide receiver. It looks like he could replace Jamar Chase this week since he had the 1 game absence due to that spit, which I'm gonna make a whole video on it on the shorts. It's gonna be hilarious because I'm like, dude, it's shoulder right there. Like, I'll say it now. He Jamar Chase said that he didn't spit on the Jalen Ramsey, but clearly showed that he spit first. Like, dude, you not realize what year you're in, like what era you're in, and all. We see and look at every single angle. Like, dude, grow up. Like, I could, man, what's with these players, bro? It's just like crazy. He has so much talent. Like, I'm not a hater, but it's like it gets me frustrated that all these NFL players and NBA players they act all, immature. And I'm like, bro, like, come on, like, you're like my age. You're a little older than my age. Some of you, like, dang. But definitely pick up that player, the Bengals. He will be pretty much replacing Jamar Chase this week, so he definitely will get a lot of catches coming his way. Sterling Shepard, definitely pick him up. I don't think Chris Godwin's going to come back this week. He's taking 10 years to come back. I have him on my team, so definitely pick up Sterling Shepard. He'll get some couple of passes coming his way. So that one, everyone really does him. I'm trying to look at other wide receivers. I would really suggest him. I'm gonna say pick up Matt Collins. Like Matt Collins had pretty good connection uh, with Drake May. I feel like he has something going on there. Definitely pick him up. I'm trying to get him off of my waiver wire. Yeah. So as for tight end now, I'm gonna say. I mean, there's a bunch of tight ends here that will project a pretty decent amount of fantasy points, but like it's really, really not worth it because you have no idea, and you know for a fact you're not get that many catches. The only player I would say pick up is Brock Wright of the Lions. I know this past week he didn't do that great, but I think with Laporta out for 3 weeks now, ready for. I think the fact that Brock Wright will get somewhat of catches compared to the other tight end on waiver wire. But other than that, like I said, the other tight ends on waiver wire, like it's just not doing the greatest. I'm shocked though that AJ Barnard did pretty good this past week, 21 fantasy points. But the week before he had 0. But that's the thing. Some of these like tight ends, they have one good week, one bad week. Even wide receivers, I'm like, bro, why would I suggest? That's the thing I'll suggest you guys some of these players because like I want you to suggest. I do not want to suggest you some of these players, and they're not going to do nothing for you. And you're like, bro, you told me to pick them up. That's why I don't really suggest you. The only time I suggest you some of these players, if if I know for a fact the whole team is trash and they're pretty much the number one option, then yeah. Or I know the fact that this week coming up, they're going to get the target much more. But it's kind of rare. Or it's just very, very, very risky. The only time I suggest you a player that I know I'm feeling very confident, if it's like Kendrick Bourne, I know he'll get catches easily. So we know that he gets involved. But you know for a fact some of these players are gonna get involved straight off the bat because how talented they are. Some of the other players are not really that talented. They really are not. No. All right. Now I'm gonna do defense and kickers, and then we're done. So defense, Raiders versus Browns. Definitely pick up the Raiders defense. The versus the Browns. Browns. No. Jaguars versus Cardinals. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't pick them up. Um. Yeah, this is what I can think of. I want to say pick up the Raiders defense versus the Browns who are under the Raiders. I think they have a better chance of giving you fantasy points than the other team. The Jaguars versus Cardinals, you're versing Brissett, who's a good quarterback. Cardinals offense pretty decent. So look for the Jaguars not do so well. The Cardinals, I'm a little bit iffy. I guess maybe pick them up. Other than that, the rest of the defense are trash. They're trash. Um, yeah. As for kickers, uh, hmm, I'm not gonna suggest you kickers anymore. I don't know. I think it's just pointless. I really think it's pointless. Because it's just like me suggesting you these waiver wire wide receivers and tight end and running backs and like 1 minute they're good, 1 minute they're bad. So it's like it's such a gamble. Because there's times that I had like say for example, Jake Elliott. Before Jalen Hurts and Barkley came, Elliott was like the guy to pick up on fantasy football because you know for a fact he'll give you all these points. Now, ever since Jalen Hurts and Barkley came into the Eagles organization, Elliott he'll give you like little to no fantasy points. That's why nobody picks him up. Like literally, like like if you look this past season, he had yes 8 and 12, awesome, but 3 7's okay, 5 6 3. Yes, he had 1 8, 4 11. So like yes, you can tell. Yeah, he's a little bit of good here and there, a little sprinkle. But even last season, it was horrendous. Last season was bad for him. You can say this season's a little bit better, but the Eagles aren't playing what the Eagles usually play like last year, which the organization sees that. Um, but yeah, guys, that's it for the start and sit. Waiver wire pickups. Like I said, we're not gonna do kickers anymore. Makes no sense. It just doesn't. The only time I will suggest a kicker if I really know for a fact you're gonna get something out of it. Which I'm not gonna be like a liar, be like, oh, pick them up because it makes them something up. Because I'm trying to help you guys win. I'm not trying to help you guys lose. But that's why I would say just trust with your gut with the kicker department. Defense, I'm definitely gonna help you with that. Cause that's like pretty like easy to go over. Because you know for a fact, you know, the team's gonna whack them. You said, "What's up, man? How you feeling about what's up, man? How you feeling about Wilson from Green Bay? Do you see Jacob playing this week? How much fab would you give up for Wilson?" Uh, man, I feel like I'm not really completely sure. Let me look up the any updates about Josh Jacobs. Uh, It's a Monday that Jacob suffered a knee contusion Sunday, or no, the injury reserve is not on the table. If Jacob can potentially still play next Sunday against the Vikings. For all accounts, Jacob may avoid serious injury. If Jacob need to miss any time, uh, it's a little bit of a gamble because it sounds like the coach sees him actually playing this week, and he avoid a big injury. If you have anyone on your roster that you're like, okay, I can just give up, it's cool, then do it. But I wouldn't really risk it because it sounds like Jacobs might be playing. But fab points, depending on how much you have, uh, I would do something small. Like if one of the guys betting big for it, I wouldn't really bet that much for it because it's not like he's gonna like be out for the whole season. Then yeah, I would say bet a lot. But I would say something bet like something little, and then if someone's betting like someone of a comfortable range for you, then do it. But I wouldn't bet like 15, 20, 30 fat points. That's a little bit insane for a guy who may not even start. So I would say like 5 or 7, something like that. I wouldn't bet a whole lot, but just double check who is betting the most in your league for him, and then try and take it from there. Because, like I said, it really depends on if he plays, and it sounds like he may not even play because, I mean, uh, Wilson, I feel like Wilson may not even play because Jacob sounds like he's more likely going to be starting once again because the coach like him. He good, but maybe we'll let him take off. But yeah, I wouldn't really risk it. But yeah, guys, that is the start. Oh my god, why am I keep thinking start and sit? Start and sit tomorrow. Yeah, that is the waiver wire pickup. Definitely go pick with the players that I suggest in this video. If I missed any other players, you know why? Because I'm not trying to make you guys lose at all. Appreciate it, man. Thank the thanks these waiver pickups. Wilson, my rank. I'm like tank. Uh, Alright. I know who Knight is. Let me look up the other two guys. I'm very visual when it comes to like person's faces. Back in the day, I was good with names because I grew up. Now it's like I suck. Uh, hold on. Wilson. Oh, wow, I just spelled his name wrong. Watson. Wait, what the? Wait, his last name Watson? Wait. I'm kind of confused. You mean Christian Watson? Uh, I'm confused. Like, it could be multiple Wilson. It could be multiple Watson. You gotta give me their full name, man. Because I don't want to like give you the wrong player. Because I typed in Wilson Watson. I'm like, who the frick Wilson Watson? I do Wilson, and it showed me just a bunch of Wilsons. Christian Watson. Okay. Uh, hmm. Wilson. Maybe Russell Wilson. Oh, bam, bam, like, uh, bam, like, hmm. See. Okay. I know that Broncos running back. Know that. I know the rest of the guys. So try to think. Rodriguez. Well, yeah, Rodriguez. Ooh. And then who's Wilson? I know the other guy. I just want to know who Wilson because there's like a lot of Wilson on this. Oh my bad. There's like a lot of Wilson on. Don't you see? A lot of Wilson. So I mean Roman Wilson from Green Bay. Green Bay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. He's a little flaky. All right. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the fact that man. Let me say. Christian Watson, number one. He's been doing really good. Uh, Rodriguez, number two. So I'm starting from like the best to the worst. So Watson number one, Rodriguez number two. Uh, okay. I'm gonna say McClay or McClellan. I don't know what the freaking name is at three. Then at four would be what's that guy's name? At four would be my bad. Wait, I'm trying to think. You gave me a lot of names, and I'm trying to remember each guy's right now. So Watson number one, Rodriguez number two, Wilson number three. Yeah, there we go. McClay number four. I don't freaking know. And then Bam, Knight at number five. Bam's trash, bro. Don't even get him. I mean, you could if the other running back doesn't start, then yeah. But all these guys you mentioned are good. They're all good. I would try to avoid the Broncos running backs. I'm not sure if he will even start, but yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I mean those how I would rank them. Yeah, I agree. It's very tricky, and that's the thing. Like I get these teams are very being very cautious, but bro, just be upfront. Be like, yo, all right, he may not start this week, but they're like, well, it's like, because I mean, I think we're the only one complaining. I mean, I think betters are too a little bit as well, but it gets kind of annoying because like if you're from a serious injury and you see the dude at practice and stuff, you should tell us. All right, he's a little bit, but we gotta ask him more questions. Ask him more questions, then come back and say it. Like, what's so hard? Like, what are you afraid to tell the dude? Hey, are you hurt still? Can you run? Like me, I'm very blunt. I'll go up to a dude in the field like, yo, you hobbling? You injured? And then they'd be like, oh yeah, my calf. I need to stretch it. All right, cool. You all right? Drink more water. What the hell it is? Less water. But I know, man. It makes it very hard in fantasy. Not as I mean in basketball too, because I'm in fantasy basketball right now. I haven't posted nothing about it. I'm in two leagues, that's why, and I'm like, I'm not gonna post both of them. But I'm doing bad at one. I'm 1-3, and the other one I'm 2-2, I think. Uh, but I have so many injuries. It's the same thing as basketball. I feel like basketball is like a little bit much easier because they're much more like better with you telling you earlier. Sometimes it's kind of like a little bit late, but it's not as bad as football. Football is like I gotta wait until like Friday, but I could have started my player on Thursday, and it's like you could have told me this on Wednesday. But yeah, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Is that comes when you play this stuff. It's not a big deal though, but just sometimes it gets a little bit annoying. So you bet, because you your boys want to bet $50 down, all you trying to win that bread, and then it's like, I am 1-6. Why in the hell? But yeah, man. I mean, right now my team's doing pretty good. 7-4 or 7-3 right now. We're on like 2 or 3 straight. All because I picked up that running back Judkins. Ooh, was it for him? Man, I think I wouldn't be winning this much. Nah. But yeah, man, appreciate you being alive. Appreciate other people tuning in later on when this is posted. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with a start and sit for this week. Uh now tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh yeah. All right, good. Because I'm leaving Friday to go to Florida. So when I'm down there, it's gonna be a little bit tricky trying to go live because my mother wants to see me a lot. So she want me to be attached to my laptop and trying to edit a lot, which I don't blame her. But in a way, it's like, your boy trying to do something over here. But yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Start and sit around 8, 9 o'clock. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.